Hey, Merry Christmas, Joanne.
Humbug. It's August. What's happening around here?
You didn't get the memo? KBXV has started its 5 months of Christmas programming.
This doesn't seem profoundly stupid.
Oh, come on. Where's your Christmas spirit?
In December, where I left it. God, he paid someone to make this place look like Santa's workshop.
No, he's doing that himself.
No. Oh my God, look at him. He's actually stringing tinsel.
So, put any thought into your Mark Hall pass?
I mean, I've thought about it. I can't. He's a big phony.
I couldn't imagine being with someone who wasn't honest about their past.
Hey, at least I have a past, unlike Captain Daddy owns the network.
Dr. Daddy owns the network.
Oh, hey. Sorry.
No, I just wanted to make sure that everyone drew their Secret Santa for this month.
We're doing Secret Santa in August.
Well, every month from now until December.
So until actual Christmas? Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Got it.
a $20 limit. Have a good show, Joanne.
Can you believe that?
I know. 5 Secret Santa gifts. Someone's going to give me a tie, and that will be the moment that young, cool Frank dies.
Oh, honey. Young cool Frank has been sitting in an urn on the mantle for years.
All right. Well, how about you earn our paychecks while I recover from that burn?
Ashes to ashes. Good night, cuties, and welcome to Josie's Lonely Hearts Club. I'm your host, Josie Heller. Let's spend the night together. Some things, they take you by surprise. Some people, they do that too. And some days feel so topsy-turvy, so cockeyed, so unbelievably left field, pants on head bonkers. You have to wonder if you finally lost it. I know those days well, and I have a tonic for them. It doesn't work permanently, and it doesn't solve everything. But have you tried just going with it? Take today. I walked in ready to rock, and the studio's halls are decked like Santa's village. Christmas in August, and I was seized by all of these questions. I wasn't ready for the smell of mulling spice or the sound of sleigh bells, the twinge of childlike wonder that glimmers at the prospect of snowfall or the promise of singing by the fire. But in that moment, a Christmas August miracle happened. I just went with it. Oh, and it felt so good. So today, cuties, I tell you all, don't overthink it. We've come this far together. Let's not let logic and continuity and calendars and reality get in the way of what we have come to expect from our little program, which is love and humor and hopefully a lot of happy endings. That hope might just be the one constant no matter the season. It's the star I follow all year round. So give me a jingle at 505-555-KDNM, and we can fa-hoo fores, da-hoo dores till the who's come home. Frankincense? Tell me, have we got a flurry of callers to cozy up to?
Well, you know, each of our callers is a beautiful individual snowflake, so hopefully this first one doesn't melt on you. It's Simon calling in from Delta.
Simon from Delta, welcome to the show.
Hi, Josie. This is Simon.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi, I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Crazy being on the radio and whatnot, but
I guess it is.
Josie, I have a tendency to overthink, and I'm trying to break that, especially when it comes to the ladies. I really overthink things, more because I just don't know what signals are. I've always been told by people like my mom and my sisters that I'm really bad at picking up on signals. I think a lot of that was because I grew up a pretty chubby, nerdy guy, and I didn't really get a lot of, attention growing up. And then as time went on, I started working out a little bit more and taking charge of my life. And I wouldn't say I'm unattractive by any stretch. I think now I'm actually kind of a strapping young lad, like my mom always tells me. But the lack of being around ladies means that I just don't know what their intentions are. I was on a date a few months ago, and this girl was saying stuff like, I'm not really looking for a relationship right now, but I really enjoy your company. And I was like, oh, so that means, not connecting and I should leave. And I politely shook her hand and left. And then I got this weird message 3 hours later from her, a text message being like, I would have slept with you. I thought we were getting along really well. You seemed like such a nice guy, and then you just left. And here I am thinking I was doing the gentlemanly thing and just going on my way because she wasn't interested in a relationship. I didn't know that could mean we could have sex. I thought you had to be in the relationship. So the point is, I'm terrible at signals. I met a girl recently on a forum for awesomely bad movies. I really love MST3K and stuff like that. And I was chatting with this woman, and we seemed to have a lot in common, and she wanted to meet up. And I was like, wow, I would love to meet this woman. We met up in a park, had a beautiful walk. We accidentally touched hands, and she giggled. And she asks if I want to go see her apartment. And I'm thinking, oh, wow. And I say yes, because why wouldn't I say yes? And we get to the apartment.
Mhm.
She's showing me around. I'm going with the flow.
Right.
I'm feeling like $1,000,000. And she turns to me and says, I'd really love to show you the bedroom. I think I kept it pretty cool with her. And I said, that sounds wonderful. I really need to poop.
Uh-huh.
Came to the bathroom and I called you because I don't know what to do.
Before you do anything, Simon, is the fan on?
Yes.
Good. I am fairly certain you are getting the green light right now, Simon.
Oh, it's so exciting to hear,
I
Josie.
think you should go for it.
Oh,
She is giggling, she's laughing, she's showing you the bedroom.
okay.
That is a team of folks with batons on the runway going, bring her in for a landing, if you know what I'm saying.
I'm going to land that plane, Josie. I'm going to land that plane. Okay, Josie, here it goes.
Break a leg.
Wow. Man, this episode's really taken off.
Yeah. Forget number 2. Simon's number 1 in my heart.
Caller number 2 is Nicola, calling in from Brighton.
Nicola from Brighton, welcome to the show.
Oh my God, I can't believe this is real. I listen all the time.
Oh, it's real, believe it.
Okay, so, Josie, my town was part of the founding of Labor Day, and it is a big deal. And it's coming up any day now, and I'm not handling it well. I'm 26, and I've never had a Labor Day dance partner.
Ah, I see.
I'm a bit of a wallflower. Twice now. As soon as I tied the ribbon on someone's wrist, they cut it off.
I understand what it means to be, once bitten, twice shy, and I don't know all the particulars about the Labor Day traditions.
Well, that's interesting. I mean, my town didn't put it in the charter until 1915. I assume it's been in everyone's for much longer than that, considering Labor Day was established in 1907.
Well, to me, I've only really seen it come up in the form of charred hot dogs and white open-toed shoes.
Oh, no.
That's usually when I
Josie,
guess, really missing out.
do you not dress in the traditional way?
You'll have to enlighten me.
Your Labor Day dress. Long, sweeping the floor,
Mm-hmm.
at least 3/4 inch of lace,
Right.
neck covering the collarbone.
Mm-hmm.
Do you not train to dance?
Is there a specific dance you do for Labor Day?
The Labor Day hop.
Gosh.
Josie, it seems like you don't know very much about Labor Day dances.
I don't, but I do know. I know how to ask people to dance.
Have you had a beau?
Yeah, I've had a few bows and few bows tie bows. Heck, I've even done tie bow. But that's not important. You've got your sights set on a special sweetie, and I want to make sure that you end up getting that dance and sealing the deal.
There is someone I want to ask, but I'm afraid he'll cut me off.
Is it like a Sadie Hawkins thing? Do you have to sort of secure the date ahead of time?
No, so on the day of,
Day of.
the men line up on one side of the street,
Okay.
and the women line up on the other side of the street. And then there's a trumpet sound that goes off, and the women will cross the street and make the first move and tie the bow. And if the men accept, they keep the bow, and then they are bows, and they walk off together. And then at the second trumpet sound, any man that does not have a bow will then cross the street and tie a ribbon on a woman who might not have a bow. And we do that back and forth until everyone is chosen or someone is left behind.
Does anything happen if there's only one person left?
You end up serving punch and sitting on the sideline and watching other people dance. I've done it before. I can do it again.
Don't overthink it. This year is going to be different. I don't necessarily know how to approach this crush of yours if I don't know anything about him. So,
Well, his name is Colin.
okay.
He's tall and brunette. We met in a book club. He was the only man in the book club.
Oh.
So quite a few girls had a bit of a crush on him. But he was always so polite and kind. We've had some wonderful conversations about life, politics, and we both work in IT.
This is sounding like compatibility city. You're going to go over to Colin and you're going to have your ribbon. Does it have to be a specific color?
No, but I do like blue.
Perfect. First prize, give him a blue ribbon. And I mean, who could say no to that? I think you guys have a little rapport already, and you've just got to take that chance. Take that leap, babe.
I think I will.
And please, update us, because I do need to know more about the Labor Day hop.
Well, when you complete the Labor Day hop, you get a tent all to yourself. You know what happens in there.
I can surmise. I can.
Crafts.
Oh, well.
At least that's what my mom told me.
Then that sort of generational knowledge just passed down. Nicola, I think you know what to do.
Take a risk.
Take a risk.
And if he cuts me off and I end up in prison for the week, it was worth it.
That's the spirit. That is the spirit, my love.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to go tie the knot.
But I believe in you. I'm going to run Rudolph for a quick spell, but sit tight, cuties. We will be back after a word from our sponsors.
Okay, we have a couple minutes. So you ready to talk about the whole
I don't know
Mark
if I'm ready. Oh,
situation?
boy.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Well, hello, radio station people.
Hey, is your door locked?
Well, let me just...
It's your old buddy French Stewart.
Hey,
friend.
What the hell is going down?
Well, we're just on a quick ad
so
break,
good to see you,
so
but
you're
really,
still on the
we got
air.
too
We
long.
just got to
Well, I'll
get
tell
back
you
to
what
that.
should be going down, and that is Secret Santa in August. Oh,
Well, we-
how can you not love it? Come on, who doesn't want to drink eggnog in a hot August summer in the desert?
Yeah, that
I
sounds...
would.
Ugh.
I would.
You would?
Come on.
You don't think this whole Secret Santa thing is kind of dumb?
No, they don't want to do a Secret Santa.
No.
Maybe we'll do it
Come
later.
on,
We just have...
Joanne, Frank. What did you do? Did you get into radio so that you could have no fun? Or did you get into radio so that you could trade presents and make out with your coworker? Oh, yeah, look out for it. I don't know if you're married. Doesn't matter. Not on that day. Free pass. Hall pass.
Did you tell him?
Oh, yeah, I told all your secrets to French Stewart.
How would I know?
Look at him. He doesn't know where he is. He doesn't...
Come on. What are you going to do? You going to eat some stuffy sopapillas in a Santa hat? Ooh. Maybe you guys are going to go out to the old bar, Charlie's back door. Blink. Oh.
Shall we call his
Oh,
wife?
who
Joanne,
put something in my drink?
Get her to come.
All right.
Joanne, I can't take this. Please just pick a name.
You're stupid. I'm not gonna.
Joe,
Oh, fine. Hey.
Secret Santa.
Oh, dang it. And
And it's
now
for
I've got
Dr. Mark.
Dr.
Now,
Mark.
is he an actual doctor? We don't know. But what are you going to buy him? Huh?
I don't know. A tiny stethoscope or something. Doggy Prozac.
Tell you what you buy Dr. Mark. Edibles. Well, don't tell him about them. Just plop them in his nog.
Or a tie.
And then the next thing you know, Dr. Mark is like, I see the stars. I see the planets.
Some kettle corn.
Hey, Joanne and Frank, get your mind right, get your heart right, and get your fun right, because August is happening. All right. Okay. Good luck. Good Lord.
Oh, boy.
So, Joanne,
Uh-huh.
you know what we need to start doing?
Locking the door.
Locking the door. Yeah.
Okay, well, cat's out of the bag. I got Dr. Mark. Who'd you get?
It's a Secret Santa, Joanne. I'll tell you later. Come on, we're back. We're
Okay.
back. We're back. Come on,
Jingles.
deck the halls.
Ring, ting,
La, la, la.
tingling too.
5,
Okay.
4, 3, 2,
Mm.
1.
And we're back. Hey, cuties, it's Josie's Lonely Hearts Club. We are figuring out how to stop figuring it out. It is all about impulse and not overthinking things. Frank, I don't even know what I'm going to say next, and it's probably about a caller, so what do you say?
Actually, familiar face coming back. We have Simon from Delta again.
Oh, Simon, can I get an update?
Josie, turns out she's a realtor, so I'm back in the bathroom.
Oh.
And, this time I actually have the nervous poops, and I really am pooping.
Oh.
But, I just gotta get this out of me, literally and figuratively, and, real awkward. Came out there, went into the bedroom.
Oh.
I was, embracing the don't overthink it. She was like, what do you think of the room? And I was like, I think it's magnificent. And I jump on this giant king bed and I just kind of splay out and try to look all sexy panther-like. I was trying to be like Michael Jackson on the cover of Thriller, cute spread eagle or whatever you call it. And she looks at me going, so you like the bed? This bed is a placeholder, but if you were to rent this, we could make sure that some of the furniture is there. And I'm going, what do you mean rent? And I went, ha ha ha, and screamed and ran into the bathroom, and I've called you. What do I do, Josie? I'm trying not to overthink it, and right now I'm going insane.
Simon, really feel for you. Do you think you've completely botched it with her?
I think that's all she was going for in terms of inviting me here. However, we have had a really nice time together, and she has laughed at my really stupid jokes for the most part and my nervous pooping comments, so I don't know, I guess there's maybe a chance.
If she is willing to laugh off this admittedly innocent mistake, completely understandable miscommunication, well then I think there's still hope for you.
I don't know. But like you said, I shouldn't be overthinking this. Maybe it really is just like I should just go in and see if she likes me.
This whole situation right now is a big old meal. It is a roast goose. And I think what you gotta do is you just gotta break off little manageable chunks and you say, hey, I'm sorry. I completely misread the room, but I've really enjoyed our time together. And I'm not in the market for an apartment right now, but hey, could we do this again?
Right. Honesty is the best policy.
Honesty is the best policy. I mean,
I misread the moment, but I think we have a nice thing going, and I'd like to try this again, or something like that. I'll be more clever when I actually speak to her, I hope.
I mean, what you said just now was great.
That was good?
First thought, best thought. I mean, heck, you've already told this woman, about pooping. And now you're here actually pooping. She's out there. So maybe don't waste any more of her time as a businesswoman and get out there and engage with her as a human.
Josie, you're the best. All right, a couple courtesy flushes and I'm going back out there. Thank you, Josie.
Oh, you got it, Simon. Best of luck.
Wow, he really went for broker.
All right, let's see if our next caller has a little bit more curb appeal.
Coming up next, we have Lucinda calling in from Aztec.
Hey, Lucinda, welcome to the show.
Hi, Josie. Josie, we're just around the corner from the greatest time of year, and rather than being excited, I am just filled with this feeling of dread, not even the good kind. Look, every year, my husband and I go to his family's house for Christmas. He gives me Thanksgiving with my family, and we go to his place for Christmas because it matters to him, because it's important to him, because he has made it unbelievably clear that this is the thing that really is make or break for him. And I love him, so I wanted to give him what he wants. But after years of this, I just feel like it's not fair. He doesn't realize that he is taking something important away from me. And his Christmas is a little bit offensive to me.
Oh.
He wholeheartedly doesn't want to be a part of my traditions, and he wholeheartedly wants me to be a part of his, and his are really uncomfortable. They do things like where how every single person wears the same set of pajamas, and you have to take the picture where everybody is smiling at the camera looking like you're in some kind of cult and not the good kind.
A holiday like this, there's usually a mastermind at the center. So who is it? Who's calling the shots?
For his family, it's his father.
Oh, okay.
His father does this thing. Oh, wait until you hear this. It's disgusting. His father dresses in a red suit, head to toe, including a hat surrounded by white fluff, and then has the kids sit on his lap.
Yeah, well, to take issue with that is to take issue with a larger chunk of Christmas as a whole. So I don't want to directly penalize your father-in-law for something that 36 old men in shopping malls are already doing. And they probably...
I think you're overthinking this a little bit, Josie, which...
You might be right. Your gut instinct says, I don't like that.
Exactly.
I'm also getting that maybe holidays are not your jam at all.
Oh, no, Josie. Josie. Holidays are my jam.
Oh.
Christmas is incredibly important to me.
Well, then what does a Christmas on your terms look like?
Okay, think of this.
Okay.
the night before Christmas,
Uh-huh.
we lay out an entire table filled with gifts, offerings, right? For the big guy himself.
Uh-huh.
The sticks, the swaths of fur, weapons, chains,
Yes.
drums, right?
Yes.
And then in the
Uh-huh.
morning, we wake up and we see Krampus came.
What a striking and beautiful tradition.
It is.
I think.
You're thinking again, Josie.
Fair. Well then, I say, I don't think you should be hiding that light under a bushel. You've got a punitive goat man.
Half goat, half demon. It's very important.
You've got a figure of the season that, in my opinion, is an underrepresented figure, a marginalized figure.
I think it's wonderful that you say that, Josie, because the other tradition we have is the Christmas tree, but it is completely covered in actual candles. And you know how Krampus loves parades, right? So we light all of the candles on the tree and we pick it up and we take it out to the street. And there's a procession basically until one of the candles lights the tree on fire, and then we drop it and watch it burn and dance and scare the children, because that's obviously a big part of Christmas. And my husband doesn't want to do it because he says it's offensive to his religion.
Okay, well, there are a lot of folks who would say that his religion is offensive to their religion and they've stolen all the good parts.
Exactly.
The singing and the fire and the booze and the staying up all night. They didn't have the market cornered on that.
I see you're on my side, Josie. I knew you would be the right person to call.
Maybe it's just that I like rooting for the underdog.
The undergoat.
You
Exactly.
see? Look at that. But I would just level with your husband and say, this year we gotta do it my way. I know that you say that you don't want to split the relationship up, but what if this is a way for you to fill your cup in the most important time of the season, the long, dark night of the soul of the year, and then you can meet each other in January and have both replenished yourselves in your own unique way.
But also, if he's not going to come to my family home for Thanksgiving this year and has to go to his, I do feel like I need to support him because he's scared of his family's Thanksgiving.
Oh.
Because at Thanksgiving, he doesn't like when his family goes out and sneaks onto the neighbor's farm in the dark and kills a turkey and steals it.
Well, I don't blame him. What a horrible thing for them to do. I think it's more that...
You're thinking again, Josie.
Oh.
Just to be clear, I'm absolutely on their side. I think that sounds like a blast, and I can't wait to go kill a turkey that isn't mine.
Interesting. Well, then you could just, just take a little bit of charge during Thanksgiving and go, babe, this is me meshing with your family.
Demons and angels together.
You guys have been together long enough. Put your foot down. Put your hoof down.
Thanks, Josie.
You bet, cutie.
You're the goat.
Nah.
Well, Joe, the devil's in the details.
Wouldn't you know it? Hey, who's our next caller?
We have Reggie from Durango.
Reggie from Durango. Welcome to the show.
Oh my God, Josie, thank you.
You're welcome.
I need your help desperately.
Okay.
Okay, I know my wife is a listener on this show, and I need you to tell her to stop overthinking things. I own and run a family business we've owned over many years. We grow and we sell mistletoe, okay? As part of my family's legacy and the business, it is imperative that I uphold the traditions of mistletoe, and every time someone stands under it, I have to kiss them, okay? So when I'm kissing those customers or my coworkers or her friends, that is just a professional kiss, and she needs to relax about it.
Are you afraid that if you don't kiss someone under the mistletoe, something bad will happen?
It is a sacred pact our society has made for thousands of years.
Okay.
I didn't make these rules.
I understand.
God made these rules.
Mhm.
It is in, I assume, the Bible.
It's not.
When they came down with those 10 commandments,
It's a Norse thing.
Jesus Christ said,
Someone was stabbed. It's...
whenever you're underneath this herbal supplement,
Uh-huh.
you're going to smooch each other. Okay?
Hey, who am I to say no to that? Maybe a sign.
Yeah. And we have the signs up. After the lawsuits in the 2000s, we now have the disclaimers up. We will smooch you. It's really my wife now, Rebecca, if you could come back with the kids.
Okay. Oh.
Come on. If you could do it.
Oh, gosh.
Josie.
Okay.
Really, help me out here.
How many times does the kiss seal the deal?
I feel like you're missing the point.
I'm just curious. If people come in and then you smooch them, does it clinch the sale or?
It's not about clinching the sale. It's about clinching the tradition. What else do you use mistletoe for? If not kissing, can you name one thing, Josie? How are we going to keep a roof over these children's heads? And we're not kissing them. What are we?
I see that this is touched you to the quick.
It doesn't drive sales. It drives the idea that mistletoe and love are connected. I'm giving them that Hallmark dream, right? That's what we're selling.
Here's the heart of it, is that your wife is probably just not thrilled at the idea that anybody who enters your shop, you might kiss them.
You're overthinking it, Josie.
I think that in this particular instance, your wife would just love it if you stopped.
Why don't I just lay down and die, Josie?
You know what? I've got an alternate pitch.
Why do Christmas at all?
You have coworkers
that I kiss all the time.
Why don't you deputize a coworker as the kisser? That way you keep the tradition alive, and it's just not your lips doing the action.
How are you not getting this? If we are not all participating in the traditions of kissing under the mistletoe, we are lost. My grandfather used to tell me as a boy, ABC, always be kissing. You've got me in a rock and a hard space here.
What's Christmas gonna be like if your family's not with you?
I have to pick between my livelihood and my wife, and I just tell her it's okay. Just tell her.
What if Rebecca doesn't want her kids to grow up in a business like that? What if she doesn't want your kids smooching indiscriminately?
Rebecca, don't listen to this woman. She's a mistletoe hater. She always has been. She hates Christmas. You heard what she's saying about angels. You heard what she's saying about the Satan goat. You heard it all.
There is no possible other explanation except that I hate Christmas.
She admits it.
And I'm trying to poison your wife through the airways to leave you over your mistletoe mishaps.
You are no help at all. Rebecca, I will see you in court.
Wow.
Josie, before we kiss this episode goodbye, we actually have Simon back on the line.
You're kidding. Well, I need another installment of this Simon saga, so lay it on me.
Hey there, Josie.
Hi.
Great news! We're going on a date!
Hey! It's a Christmas miracle! Good job!
So you were right. Tried not to stress. I made a few jokes about my misreading signals. She laughed. She understood. She kind of realized that maybe she wasn't clear enough and felt kind of bad, and we found our common ground. And so we're getting drinks.
Oh my goodness, I could not be happier to hear it, Simon. What a delicious update.
Well, I got you to thank for it, Josie. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Simon, I just encouraged you to do what you were already capable of. Best of luck. Get out there, frolic, go forth, multiply, all that good stuff.
Thanks, Josie.
You bet. See you, cutie. Well, and on that most auspicious of notes, guys, we have had a heck of a time trying to navigate a world that sometimes seems a bit at 6s and 7s, but I think that together we all realized that if we can embrace a little bit of chaos and just go with our gut, some magical things can happen. But sit tight and keep your hot little hands off those dials, because we are not done. Here at KDNM, we have another bit of programming coming right at you in keeping with the holiday theme that KPXV is continuing for theoretically the next 5 months. We'll see how that plays out. But Frank, tell everyone else about the Go Elf Yourself.
Go Elf Yourself, yes. KPXV's favorite holiday programming, Go Elf Yourself, chooses one lucky caller, goes to their house, and turns it into Santa's workshop. Every month of the holiday season, the elf team will pick a random caller, and they will break into their house in the middle of the night, and they will turn it into a winter wonderland. It might be you. It could be you. So, lock your doors or open them up. Go Elf Yourself. Coming to a home near you only on KPXV and KDNM.
In other words, night-night, cuties.
And to all, a good night.
Ho, ho, ho.
Oh no, Christmas spirit run out that fast?
I just bet he's out there stringing lights and starting up a Yule log.
Funny, because you're the one carrying the torch.
Frank, I told you. I don't want to throw away what I have with Alex for a relationship with someone I barely know.
Joanne, let me give you $20 worth of advice. Christmas is about giving yourself permission to feel things you don't get to most of the time because, yeah, in a few weeks the tree will be on the curb and you'll need to return some presents and Uncle Lucky still lives in a halfway house, but while it lasts, it's magic. Christmas is based on old stories and snowy fantasies and weird claymation movies, but we all buy into it long enough just to make it through a long, hard winter. Basically, what I'm saying is, you're not gonna make anything special with this guy. He knows it, you know it. But what you are gonna do is you're gonna bone the hell out of him because you're both young enough, attractive enough, and down to clown. You have a super hot girlfriend who's out of town, and she said you can go and ride that vet like he's your very special reindeer. So go out there and you stuff that stocking. Okay, champ? Merry Christmas.
You're my secret Santa?
Yeah.
Thanks. You still have to get me something real, though.
I thought you hated this.
I like getting presents.
Go get him.
I'm just saying hi.
Josie's Lonely Hearts Club was created by Maximilian Clark and Rachel Music. Our story editor is Aliza Brugger. This week's cuties include the talents of Jenny Curtis, Christopher Gebauer, Tiffany Cornwell, Shane Snider, Shawn Ahmed. Josie's Lonely Hearts Club is produced by the Good Story Guild. Check them out at Good Story Guild. And we're going to take an early Christmas break and be back in about 5 weeks with our season 4 of our show. In the meantime, cuties, if you have relationship stories you want Josie to address, send them over to audio@goodstoryguild.co. Merry Christmas in August to all, and to all a good cutie.
Mark.
Joanne. Listen, I should apologize. I blurred the lines. I was excited to have this persona, and it was working, but I should have been honest off the air.
Do you like me?
I mean, we're colleagues, and my father...
Do you like me?
Yeah.
Your friend had a daughter who loved animals. She would draw horses and dogs and cats, and she would always run up and show you her latest picture. And one day, she needed surgery. But what no one knew is that she was allergic to the anesthetic, and she had a bad complication, and she didn't make it. After that, you couldn't work on kids anymore. But you went back to school, and now you work with animals. And every time you do, you think about her.
What are you talking about?
Your tragic backstory. Merry Christmas.
Joanne, thank you, but...
Call me Josie.
What about Alex?
She's fine with it. Besides, do you think one partner can satisfy Josie Heller?
Yeah, but what about Joanne Holtzinger?
Now don't worry about her.
I don't have any mistletoe.
We don't need it.
You still have to get me a real present.
You haven't opened the real present yet.
This is just something casual.
I prefer to think of it as something memorable. Besides, I couldn't marry you if I wanted to. Until I get divorced.